Hey Lee, it's Heather. First of all, very excited to get to have another class with you. I hope that you're having a good start to the semester. I really enjoyed reading your discussion board because I found myself kind of agreeing with a lot of the things that you were saying. I love that you just start out by pointing out, okay, like it's a chronic disorder. I find it interesting. I don't know about you that a lot of the care for addictions, especially around here in Dallas, you're talking about acute care. So, like average stay at a hospital, 7 to 10 days. You've got kind of maybe the day treatment programs that are about a month. And, this is like chronic. Like, I've seen clients that, I don't know about you, I've seen clients that they've been in NA or AA for like 20, 30, 40 years. So it definitely means that this is such a chronic disorder. I like that you started kind of talking about how the DSM 5, definitely has the two types now, for behavioral addiction and substance. Because a lot of times when people probably think about addiction, it's like, oh, it's like drugs and alcohol kind of thing. And as we know, there's definitely behavioral ones. I mean, look at how much technology we use, look at, all the things that you can become addicted to. It was interesting when I was doing research on articles. One of the articles I found was talking about like anything that's stimulating, anything that stimulates a person can become addictive. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's 2022, like everything's stimulating right now, and so I thought that was interesting. I found another article. This is the title of it's funny. It says, how can we conceptualize behavioral addiction without pathologizing common behaviors, right? Because they came up with the, behavioral addiction, but, you're talking about it's got to meet certain criteria. So it was interesting, like, okay, how can we not just make every single behavior addictive? Well, part of the article talks about studies should seek to generate evidence that identifies and promotes a further description of the factors that distinguish healthy repeated behavior from harmful behavior. So let there be a clear deviation from normative behavior to be observed. So a deviation, and then also it talks about there should be a functional impairment, a psychological distress. There's so many contributing factors to this. I love the word like multidimensional is used in our textbooks. It's used in the articles that I found because there's so many different layers to this. I often call counseling like peeling back layers of an onion, and it's so true to figure out kind of where everything comes from, and so I find that interesting. I love too how you talk about in your last paragraph, like, there's an element of addiction that's free will. People possess a free option to choose their behavior, social and environmental factors, and it provides hope for change. There's such a choice, such a free will, in this factor, that are contributing factors, and so I think it's important to look at kind of the choices that we make. I find myself kind of when somebody has family members that are addicted, like when you have that predisposition to have addictive behaviors, a lot of them will like, not do things that are addictive, like drink or smoke or, or whatnot, because they know that it's already in their family. I would say like my definition, of course, I agree with everything that you say, kind of the articles that I found, but you're talking about something that's been stimulating an individual. But to me, it goes a bit further that they almost use it for numbness, for an outlet, for, a lot of different things. Escapes or outlets in general that we use, from getting our nails done, getting a haircut, taking a bath, of course, watching Netflix and Hulu and everything else. A lot of these things are outlets, but they become escapes. And that's when we become dependent on them. So lots to talk about this semester. I really enjoyed your discussion board, and I look forward to class with you next week. Hope you're having a good day. Bye.